Good afternoon. Thank you all for joining. We'll give just a moment to make sure the waiting room is cleared and that folks have connected to audio. Good afternoon. This is an administrative hearing before the Mayor's Office of Consumer Affairs and Licensing. Today is Thursday, April 10th, 2025. This hearing is being conducted pursuant to temporary amendments to the open meeting law. That is what allows us to meet virtually. This hearing is being recorded and will be posted to the City of Boston's website. We are joined today by the Executive Director of the Mayor's Office of Consumer Affairs and Licensing, Kathleen Joyce, and Director of Operations, Rebecca Fu. I will read into the record the agenda item that is on this afternoon's agenda. I will then ask who is present on behalf of the licensee, who is present on behalf of the Boston Police Department, and whether there are any other individuals with firsthand knowledge of the alleged incident who wish to testify. After that, I will swear in all parties. The police report will be read into the record, and the licensee or the representative will have the opportunity to make a brief statement, followed by questions by the Executive Director. All testimony will be limited only to those individuals with firsthand personal knowledge of the alleged incident. Just one moment. There's only one item on this afternoon's agenda. Calling Metro Dining Inc. doing business as Draft Bar and Grill, located at 32 to 34 Harvard Ave in Allston. Date of the incident, February 13th, 2025. Loud music emanating into the neighborhood at an average of 72 decibels. Who is present on behalf of the licensee?
I am. I'm the owner, Derek Brady, and Devon Hudges is the manager on duty the night of the incident.
Great. Thank you. Mr. Hudgens, if you are going to be testifying, if you could please turn your camera on so that we can swear you in.
Supposedly the call in, the computer that I have does not have a camera. I was having issues with the call in, so that's why I had gone this way.
Got it. Yeah, I'm actually seeing there's no option for me to ask you to start your video. Director Joyce, are you all right if Mr. Hudgens affirms that he's raising his right hand?
Yes, that's fine.
Thank you. Who's present on behalf of the Boston Police Department?
Sergeant Detective William Gallagher.
Detective Eddie Hernandez, if needed.
Thank you, Sergeant Detective Gallagher. There we go. Perfect. Are there any other individuals with firsthand knowledge of the alleged incident who wish to testify this afternoon? Okay, can you all please raise your right hand? And Mr. Hudgens, can you please affirm that you are raising your right hand?
Yes.
Do you all swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
I do.
I do.
Thank you very much. Sergeant Detective Gallagher, if you could please read the police report into the record for the entertainment division.
Good afternoon. I'll be reading the Boston Police Incident Report that I wrote on 2/13/2025 at about 11:20 p.m. Sergeant Detective William Gallagher, Detective Eddie Hernandez, assigned to the licensed premise unit, responded to the draft at 34 Harvard Ave, Allston, the report of loud music emanating into the neighborhood. Detectives have received several complaints from the residents of a Cambridge Street building of loud music coming from the draft. On the evening, detectives utilized a sound meter from the rear parking lot of the affected building, which is about 400 feet away from the draft. Detectives recorded a reading which averaged about 72 decibels. Detectives proceeded to the draft and spoke to the manager, Mr. Devon Hudgens, who immediately lowered the volume. As a result, Sergeant Detective Gallagher issued license premise inspection notice number 020691 to the draft. The loud music emanating to the neighborhood at 72 decibels at 11:20 p.m. Mr. Hudgens signed for and accepted the notice. We do have a picture of our decibel reader. 72 clearly shown on it. And in the back, the lights that you can see in the back, though not clear, that is the draft, and it's approximately 400 feet from where we did the measurements. And that's all I have.
Thank you very much, Mr. Brady. Would you like to address the alleged incident?
Yeah. Would it be okay to ask the officer a couple questions?
Yes, absolutely.
Officer Gallagher, Detective Gallagher, was the management cooperative and responsive to you guys being there and worked to turn the music down? And yeah, right?
Yes, he was. Yeah.
So since the incident happened, we had been having some calls. There's a new building that was built, I think, across the street. So it's new. That's the new variable that we have that we hadn't had before. So we had management, we equipped management with our own decibel meter. And since this happened, we've been monitoring it ourselves and making sure that the decibels don't go over the amount outside.
Great. Anything further you'd like to add before we move to questions?
I don't think so.
Director Joyce, any questions?
Yeah, thank you. So I know there hasn't been a violation here, or it hasn't been one in the last handful of years, but this new building across the street, is it residential?
Yeah, it
And-
is.
Okay, and where do you take your measurements from?
We're taking our measurements from across the street where the building is. And
Okay,
then we're taking it right outside the door as well.
So
so,
the same place that Detective Gallagher has showed me that he had took his measurements.
okay. When this happened, were you taking measurements, or did you take the measurements after this incident report?
We didn't have a decibel meter until after this incident actually happened.
Okay. And is it like, do you do them in shifts? Do you do them at certain times of the night?
I do them throughout the night, whenever I feel that um, it also corresponds with the line and traffic we have outside, but around a little bit after 11 o'clock, which is when I think the decibel changes, the ordinance changes, I go and check, and then throughout the night after that, I check as well.
Okay, so you do understand that after 11, the rules change as far as noise?
Yes.
Yes, Detective Gallagher informed me of that.
Okay, and so what happened on this night in question?
So he had been by before, and we have been in the range, which was allowable. I believe truly, I think time got passed. But that was that night. He did inform me of the decibel that it couldn't be over 50 after 11, and I thought it was 70 prior to that. So
Okay, what kind of entertainment did you have that night?
DJ
And he went until what time?
Midnight.
at
Okay.
that 12 there.
Yeah, so it's 70 until 11 p.m. and then anything after 11 p.m. is when it drops. So in no time should it be over 70.
Okay.
So
Do you save the decibel readings, or are they saved on the meter? It might be a good practice on nights that you have a DJ when you do these readings to sort of save them, should there be additional calls, especially from the building across the street, so that we could say we've worked with you and they took their measurements from this location and this is what they got.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Um, so how often do you have a DJ?
right now, just Thursday nights.
Just Thursdays, okay. And do you, like, Mr. Hudgens, are you the manager on duty on Thursday nights?
Yes.
Okay, a suggestion I have would be to give the building across the street a contact for you. You know,
That's a good idea.
sound does travel, but often they can contact you directly and then you can adjust the speakers or you can adjust the bass or whatever it could be with the DJ. Other premises in the city do that. It saves on calls to 911, calls to the licensed premise unit, and emails to our office. It makes the residents feel as if they have a little bit more control of the situation. They have a direct line of contact with you, and that doesn't have to be like an antagonistic relationship there. So it might be worth going over and speaking to someone at I don't know if it's condos or rentals, but sharing a contact so that they can reach you in real time. Sound is funny, depending on, you know, even the traffic outside, the weather. Sound can travel strangely in ways that you wouldn't predict, but you do have to be aware of turning it down before 11 o'clock or at 11 o'clock. That's number one. And two, having a line of communication with those people across the street could be helpful.
So yeah, I'll implement those changes.
Okay. I don't have any other questions right now about this. I'm going to ask Rebecca, do you have anything that we should take into consideration?
So, I know the premise has had a live entertainment license since before 2014. I don't recall, is there soundproofing at the premise?
No, we've never really had a need for. They did have a violation years ago, but it was for the patio outside. So we've never really had a need for noise violations before this.
So no soundproofing, and then, okay, that's my only question.
Thank you.
Um,
Go
yep.
ahead.
I just want to see if Sergeant Gallagher or Detective Hernandez had anything they want to add about that night.
Well, Madam Chair, Thursday night seems to be the night. Though we've done 2 readings out there. Once they were within the norms. Then one night we did it and they were 72. But it seems like Thursday nights, I have my email contacts with the building, and we seem to get the call on Thursday night. So Thursday night in particular, whether because it's a work week and some people have to wake up early Monday or Friday morning, but Thursday night seems to be the problem night. So if they could pay special attention to that, and just keep it down after 11 o'clock. I know it's busy and people start coming in, and the DJ might have a tendency to turn the music up to be above the crowd noise, but Thursday night we get a lot of calls on them, though it's only one violation.
That's important to remember. Like this is the first hearing you've had for being
Yeah,
written
there
up.
was
We get a lot of complaints, so that's all I have.
All right. If there are no further questions, then the Entertainment Division will take this matter under advisement and will issue a written decision.
Thank
Thank
you.
This
Thanks.
being the only item before the division, that will adjourn this hearing. Thanks, everybody.
Danny,
Go ahead.
sorry, public testimony?
Oh,
No, this is a violation hearing.
Oh, I thought,
There's
okay.
nobody else who had firsthand knowledge who identified themselves earlier.
Oh, okay, sorry, missed that.
Thank you. That will adjourn this hearing. Thanks, everybody.
thanks.
Thank you.